What is up, everybody? Dr. Profit, I'm back. We're 2-0 on the primetime lays, going for 3-0 on this one. In today's games, we have the Warriors facing the Pelicans and the Mavericks facing the Nuggets. I think most of us are more excited to watch that second one, but I think there might even be a little bit more edge in that first game. I'll break it all down and give you a parlay at the end. I promise I'll be quick today. What's up, everybody? We're going to start off with the Warriors and the Pelicans game because I think both of these defenses are a little bit more straightforward. And we'll start off with the Pelicans defense because they've been horrible in the paint. They allow the highest scoring frequency in the paint, and a lot of those have been assisted, so they're high quality looks. And for that reason, I think I love to target assist props against them. So I think Curry and Draymond are both in great spots. But for whatever reason, the Pelicans, historically they've been bad against catch and shoot, and they're still not great against it this year. So I think you can pick your poison. Buddy Hield's lines are really low. Last game he missed because I don't think he saw the game in the fourth quarter. So there is some value there, but I'm still targeting assist props. I'm going to keep doing that until it doesn't work anymore. As far as the Warriors defense, their weakness has been in spot up shooting. They've allowed the second most points off spot up shooting in the NBA this season. So that's kind of where you want to target them. In the paint, they're kind of mediocre, but they don't allow any pull-up shots. So they're really good at swarming the ball, and it usually leads to catch and shoot opportunities. And I think the Pelican side, the best one to target with that is Trey Murphy. This guy, even when he's not open, if he touches the ball and the play is for him that they want him to shoot the ball, even if he's tightly guarded, it's over. The shot's going up. So Trey Murphy is probably in the best spot today. The only real concern is that Jordan Hawkins is available today, which I don't know what the rotation is going to be. And one, if they're going to overlap, and two, if Jordan Hawkins is going to take Trey Murphy's looks or if Trey Murphy is going to take some of Jordan Hawkins' looks. So it'll be interesting to see which way it goes. But I do think Trey Murphy is in the best spot on that side of the ball. You could run with Brandon Ingram assists. I don't really like his points because of the fact that Warriors are so good against pull-up shooting and swarming the ball. I think his assists are the best angle if you want to target that superstar aspect in Brandon Ingram. Outside of that, I'm not playing with Missy in the paint. He doesn't really look to shoot. If he's open, if he gets a roll, then he'll finish it. But if he gets the ball and there's a lane in front of him, he's still thinking to pass first. So, out of those two, I think targeting either Curry or Draymond assist props and targeting either Trey Murphy or Jordan Hawkins points props is your best bet as far as edge on that side. And then as far as the next game, Dallas and Denver, Luka Doncic is out, which is obviously very important, and it means it's Kyrie Irving day. Kyrie Irving absolutely chews without Luka on the court. He averages like 30 points per 36 minutes, and I don't see that changing against the Denver team that has given up a decent chunk of points to other high-usage guards, which I expect today. I think we get some value on the Kyrie lines because in his first game without Luka this season, he didn't do as well. But that was also against the OKC Thunder, who is probably the best point of attack in the NBA, if not first and second behind Orlando. Denver's not that, especially not without Aaron Gordon. So I think Kyrie is in a absolutely golden spot today. As far as the Denver side, Jokic is still questionable. We don't know if he's going to play. Personal reasons, I'm pretty sure he had the birth of his child. I assume he's just spending time with his family, but I don't want to speculate on anything. We still don't know the status of his game today. So one potential edge is betting on people not named Jokic, because then if Jokic gets ruled out, everybody else's lines go up. The second thing that I do want to mention is Dallas's offense is surprising, or Dallas's defense, sorry, is pretty good across the board. They don't have a true weakness. So there's not one spot we can say, okay, whether Jokic plays or not, this is what we want to target offensively or defensively or however you want to frame it. It doesn't really exist. But at least statistically. But one thing that you can see when you put the film on is they prioritize the paint. If somebody's driving, all five people are collapsing into the paint. And even though they're really good at rotating off the ball and not allowing too much catch and shoot options, it's still like that's kind of how their defense is formulated to say, okay, collapse and then figure it out from there. So if I were to target anything, it would be some of the role players. But let's get into the parlay. So for the first leg, or the first game, I should say, we're going Curry, 4+ assists. He's hit this in every game this season. He's hit this in every matchup against the Pelicans in the last 2 years. And this is a great matchup for him against the Pelicans team that allows a lot of assists, specifically at the rim, which he ranks pretty high in the NBA in points per 100% or assists per 100 possessions at the rim. So Curry, 4+ assists, very light. I love it. And to pair that in that game, we're going with Trey Murphy to get 10 points. Like I said, it's either him or Jordan Hawkins in this matchup. He's been healthier, and I think he's more willing to take shots even when probably shouldn't. So I'm going to trust the volume with Trey Murphy and go with those two. And then in the next game, we're going Kyrie 20 points. He's hit this in every game in the last 2 seasons without Luka on the floor. I think that's pretty straightforward against this Denver team. And the second leg, we're going with Christian Braun to get 10 points. And like I said, there's no really defensive matchup to target on the Dallas side, but he's hit this in every single game this season. And you can even, I think, 11 plus, 13 plus in every game this season. And if you go back to last season and filter for 29 or 30 minutes, you'll see a lot of the same. So I think it's a pretty safe floor. And against a defense that doesn't have a true weakness, I think going to get a guy who's just Swiss Army knife, get down in the mud and do what he needs to, I think that's our best way of attacking this. And he's been pretty consistent at getting 10 points, so I trust it. So all of that together, we are getting plus 134. I put a full unit on it. Fortunately, there's no boost offer today, but we won't need it. This is going to hit. So appreciate you watching all the way through. I hope you're tailing, and make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Always super appreciated, and I will see you guys on the next show tomorrow. Good luck, everyone.